Hello, you lovely people. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name's Kirsten. This is where Art and Craft. And today we're going to do something for my Phenology Journal. This is a pocket freebie from Tracie Fox's coffee shop. I linked it down below. It consists of 2 pages. One page is this lovely pocket and the other is a backing for it. So I printed it out twice. This is it cut out and inked up, and I'm going to put it together pretty standard on. This is a silicone mat and it appears to have warped. It shouldn't have warped. It appears to have warped, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to put this together pretty standard, and then I'm going to show you a different way of using this afterwards. So it's all cut out and inked, yeah. So this is the pocket, basically. So let's ink that. Let's ink it. It's already inked. Let's stick that ticket down. I hope you're having a nice Monday. Did you do anything exciting at the weekend? On a Monday morning, first thing on a Monday morning at 8 AM, I head off to the physio. And oh boy, was it exciting today. We started off with the door was locked on this new magnetic lock. She couldn't get it open. Eventually she did, which was fine. It's a kind of magnetic lock thing, so you can't open it from the outside, you can only open it from the inside, but I'm not 100% sure. I've never heard of a magnetic lock anyway. We then went next door to where the gym is and set off all the alarms. And she had never set off all the alarms against it before, so she didn't quite know how to deal with the alarms all going off, which was fun. There's two options here. You could put this in the back of it if you wished, but I'm going to put it in the front down here and have a couple of pockets, because I think this particular one, I think I'm going to stick to the burnel. I'm going to stick to the burnel. What's the burnel? I'm going to stick to the journal page. So the back of it will be stuck down. And then we have these bits. We've got this bit, which is the same size actually as the tag itself. So if you wanted to use this as a tag, then you'd have to cut it down. Because I'm going to stick this to the page, I think I'm going to stick it to the page and have that tucked in behind. So what I want to do is I want to decorate that with some stuff. We've got this tag that will fit in that slot. And we've got those wee tags I'm going to put in this slot. And I think I'm just going to put that in there as well, because it goes down lower. But we're going to decorate these all up. As I say, that I'm going to stick it down on the page on those two bits, and that I will tuck in behind. And I think it's easy enough to write on the back of these with those backings. You could put something else on the back if you don't want those backings on there. The backing's really there because it gives us a background on here rather than the white that you have to then do something. You could, of course, not print the back and actually stick this down on the back there. So before you put the pocket over, stick down, and then that's your back pocket bit. So you could do that. Didn't think of that until just now. Right, so what we're going to do is, that's going to go in there, that one's going to go in there as well, and these are going to go in here. So let's start off with, I think actually I'd quite like some more tags on here. What have we got in here? Some more wee labels. This is all stuff from Tracie's past kits that I've still got bits and pieces of. Like that. Take those out just now. I don't really want to put, I might stamp something on the back. I don't want to put anything on the back because the tags will be going in and out. Let me concentrate on what I'm doing down here first. All these things in this tin are pre-inked and some of them are even splashed. So I don't need to do anything more to them. It just means it's quick for me to just get these labels out and use them and get on with the next bit. Oh, now I think I've got a quick makes. Since I've got some quick makes over here. In fact, I know I have. I've still got some of these buggies. I might use one of these wee bugs. What should we go for? Should we stick to? I do love these wee red ones. Let's take one of these wee red mothy ones out. Put that there like that. It'll be behind the thing, though, won't it? Oh, I could put it up there because that'll still kind of show. Let's do that. Let's put that up there. A bit of. I'll just bring it's kind of ready a bit further up the page as well because the red will be in there. Just bring it a bit further up. Okay. Let me think. I've got these two tabs. I don't think I'm going to use them on here because they're too big. So what shall we do with these? Let's have a bit of faux tape. Really want. I've got a greeny bit. I could go for a reddy bit. There's a wee bit there. This is, you see me using this a lot. I mean, you can get the stuff from Tim Holtz, and you can make your own and stuff. This is Tracie's faux mica and tape kit, and I print it on clear label sheet so that I can then use it like tape. Although, if you watch me, you know I do struggle sometimes to get the tape separated. It seems to be when you cut it, it kind of pushes it even further together. That seems to be the issue. Let's just turn that around the other way and to avoid it going over the leaf. There we are. So that's those there. We need another wee label on here as well. Let's see, what should we put on? We did have some we've got small ones in all in here. in here, there's nice small ones. These haven't got anything written on them at all, but I do want something written on them. I like that one on there. Kind of like that one on there. They kind of work for me. I know it's only one each, but sometimes one each is enough. Let's put a bit of fabric at the top. What have we got here? Here's a bit of the eco dyed stuff I did. That'd be work well with this. Let's just use this. Put another wee bit of something up here as well. Now this, yes, let's use, because we've got these trimmings. But of course they've got this on the other side, so let's use some of these. Just rough it up a bit. Kind of want a bit of stamping on that as well, don't I? A wee bit something else as well. A wee bit. We could put a wee bit red in this and a wee bit kind of yellowy on that one. There's a wee bit red. There we go. That's one for the pocket, and then I want a wee bit of yellow something. Ooh! That's a wee bit of yellow. I love this wee bit of yellow Harris tweed I've got, but I don't think I want the whole thing. But maybe what I'll do is I will just pull off some strands. I'll use some strands for it. That's going to be enough. It probably will be. And I think I'll put these kind of like that. Put that bit over the top like that. Yes. And let's try and catch all that with a staple. Is everything caught? Oh, that one hasn't caught. I'm just going to use a little glue. I was going to staple again, but actually I don't want to staple again, so I'm just going to stick a little bit of glue in there. Just put that one in underneath there with a little bit of glue. Could have done that with thread as well, yellow thread, but that was just screaming at me. Okay, so that's those two. Now these two, I don't like that on there, but I do like, I'll put that one on there. What else are we going to do on here? We need some more, something else on here. Or this is a bit, another bit. I could just put this down in as a wee tuck to put this in, couldn't I? Oh, I think I quite like that idea. Let's do that. Let's round the corner. Let's use the 7. Right. Let's see if we can find something greenish. We've got that bit of green up here. There's a bit of green. That's quite bulky though, so that's maybe not the best thing to be using. Green here. A little bit green there as well. That's too big a bit, but I quite like that kind of strip there. I'm just going to see if I can tear this up there, because I don't want all that white. Yes. And let's just get rid of that big blob along the top. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we've got another label. The label doesn't need to be green because we've already got the green on here. We've got one of these signatures. That might be quite fun. That's ready on blue paper though. Here's one that's not on blue paper. Quite like that. I want something else on here as well, but I need to remember this is going in a pocket, so I don't want to make it too bulky. So maybe we'll use word. Although we've already got the signature, we could use a number. Again, these are from Tracie's other kits. I can't remember where these black numbers come from. I kind of quite like that. Let's do that. Now this one, as I say, need to make sure this is, oh, I see, I could have used another bit of that. No, because that's what's underneath it anyway. We need to make sure this is really stuck down, nice and flush. Yeah, like that. Like that. So let's put this on here, but let's do something with it. Let's stamp it first, actually, to give it a bit more interest. We're going to put over it. Let's put that's a big postage thing. That must be from dispatches. We could put a year like that over it, quite like that, quite like that. Yep, let's do that. Do we want to put a bit of fabric on as well, Kirsten? Maybe. Here's another bit of, no, that's not leaking. Oh, look at that. This is a bit of fabric I dyed a long time ago and then stamped on. Oh, look, it's still got a bit of stamp on. This, I know that stamp. That stamp is one of Tim Holt's faded It's a bit big, but I do like it, and I kind of want to use it now I've got it. Faded something. Hides the tab a bit. Yeah, why don't we just put it a bit further down and then put that a bit further up, so it's, I'll just put that further. Why does it need to be attached to the tab at all? Why don't we put it just down here like that? Faded, I can't remember what the faded is. I'm going to get it out in a second for you and let you know. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And there still is a slight connection between the two, because this one's going to be touching on. This doesn't need to be down so tightly because it is going to be not in the pocket. Oops, that way, like that. And there is touching. So it's kind of still there. Faded elegance. Why do I want to say faded elegance? Because I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. I feel like I want something, a leaf or something up here. I want something green and leafy. Where's my dies? There as well, and it's just going to, no, it's not, so let me just trim that off. It's too short to go around the corner. Shouldn't use my fussy cut scissors for that, should I? Okay, and then we're going to put this in here. I just want to rough this up a bit, so let's just, I think I'm going to actually cut it in half as well. Cut it in half, fold it in half as well. It's the order sheet for plants and bulbs. So I'm just going to kind of put it in there, something like that. And then what I'm going to do is find a place in my journal for this. I can put it on here. I quite like it on there actually. Let's just do that, and I'm going to just do along the bottom and up here. Stick it on there, and then this other bit is going to tuck behind. And I don't think I'm actually going to do anything else to that other bit because I don't want to make it too bulky a thing. And maybe I'll end up sticking a photograph on the back of it or something. If we just do that at a slight angle, then we can see the little buggy there as well. I quite like that. Now I'm going to do the other option, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do a wee bit tidying up. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to be using this side mainly. You've got all the folds and everything marked this side, but you just do them the other way. I've cut off this side flap because I'm going to make I'm going to utilise this slightly differently. So this is this one, but that's the back. These ones are the same. These tags are the same at the moment. And this is the other pocket that is in that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this slightly different from her. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this just to cover what I was talking about on the other side. I'm actually going to do it on this one. But on the other side, I was talking about you covering it with that, which would be plain white if you hadn't printed on the other side, and then you put your label over, your pocket over, like that. This time what I'm doing is I'm using it over here. So I'm going to cover that. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to glue along the bottom. I've already cut off the other bit that was along here. I'm just going to glue along the bottom, so this whole thing is just a tuck. So this is now just a tuck. This has kind of come about because of Natalie at Paper Possibilities. I was already thinking along these lines and she kind of confirmed it all. Let's just put this pocket on the back. You could of course use that pocket round, but I'm just showing you the alternatives that you can do with this kit. You can use them all in different places. You don't need to stick this pocket on here at all. You could stick it on sideways, and those tags are probably a wee bit too big, but you could stick it on sideways. I think I'm going to bring it up from the bottom a bit. Actually, I'm going to put a bit of something along the bottom. Oh, that's a mistake though, because what's happening is that's now going to catch on that, isn't it? I need to make sure that the bit that's hanging down, what have I got over here, doesn't come up past that, otherwise it's going to end up, I might use a bit of this actually. Right, okay, I like that wee bit. I wasn't going to take that right down to the bottom, and I've now ended up taking it right down to the bottom as well, but never mind. Let's make these kind of layering this time. I want to stamp a date on this. I think I'm not going to have the year on, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, not that, let's just put a wee bit of something down there. Oh, I could just turn the year so it's not a year that hasn't got any ink on, couldn't I? That would make life so much easier. Just going to stamp that down like that. That's cool. Then I do have, it's the order form, so I think if we put order, don't be such a nuisance. There we go. Ordered. There we go. Ordered. So ordered. Oh, and it's gone off it. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's not worry about that. Right, so ordered on that. I know there isn't anything, but that's for writing space. That's just making it a bit more. Let's put a little cluster down here. Well, that's the pocket done, and that's that tuck done, and then we want to put some bits in the pocket. We're going to put this in the pocket, we decided, didn't we? And I think we're going to do it. Oh, why is that not going in there? What's that catching on? Or have I stuck it down too tight for some reason? I don't see what that's even catching on. Maybe I had stuck it down. Okay, let's, I think what I'm going to do is, am I going to staple that to the side? I think I am. I'll put the stapler away, but because I thought I'm going to use the sewing machine, but I haven't used the sewing machine there, so it makes far less sense using the sewing machine here. So let's use, this will be a different colour staple, but I don't know what colour it might be. I want to put that in there like that. Oh, it's a nice black one. And then I'm going to fold that back as if it's been lifted up several times. I'm going to put on the back of it a bit of plain paper, I think, rather. I love that number on there. Look at that. It's a page number, isn't it? That's okay. So that's ordered. That's over there. Let's put a, we're going to use one of the tabs, or should we use something? Oh, we could use that as the tab to pull it out, couldn't we? That might be quite cool. Oh look, there's a little rosebud. It's what do you call it? Rub on. I'm going to do that just to make this a bit smaller. Stick that on there. That's what's been ordered. The rosebuds. Paid, which will be postage paid. Oh, that's just barcode paid. You see, and there's something that says to me I should have put that on there as well. Okay, so that can go in. Now, do I want, that's catching on something again. There's something that's catching. Oh, it's the tag itself. The second tag was catching as it went in. I'm just wondering if I want to do, do you know what I want to do? I want to round these corners. Do I? Yes, I do. Big 10mm round. I was withering because of, it depended how tight it was, because it's tight at the top and it's tight down one side. I'm okay with rounding that. I would normally have rounded what I'd stuck on separately and then still had a bit of a gap, but actually I'm okay with that. Right, I'm liking that, and I'll show you how I'm intending on using this. I don't know exactly where this is going in my journal, but Natalie was doing page huggers, and I just thought, yeah, I could make this into a page hugger. And so what you do is you just put it on there and then it hugs the page, and then when it's in place like that, you can then use it as a pocket this side or a tuck this side. So I'm going to tuck those bits in. I'm going to tuck some of these little bits in because I quite like it on that page actually. And then this side you've got your tag. You can stick them. Oh, I quite like that leaving. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. I quite like that flat like being out there. You can stick them down. I mean, I could stick that down and then I've still got but the thing with the page hugger is you can actually take it off and put it elsewhere. When I do those tags, you'll see those tags that I'm doing the flip through. It might not stay here, it might end up somewhere else, but I do like it on that page. I might end up doing something behind here. But for now I'm going to take that back off that page and I'm going to go back to the page because that's in the next signature, isn't it? Back to the page. Where's the one? There, it's there. So you can see both ideas beside each other. So this is the kind of more traditional way of making your tag in the front, and then this is a, oops, I was going to put that at an angle, and you've got your two little tags down here, and then this is like a page type hugger with a very different look tag on the back. It's still got stuff in it. I mean, you could even done this the same as this and just left it. Well, you couldn't then because you wouldn't have putting the pocket on the back with the two pockets on the front. Yeah, so I can't put it on that page because it's got a... Anyway, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked one or both of these ideas. I've linked it's a freebie, I've linked it down below. Until next time, you take care. Bye for now, keep crafting.